Hello, my marvellous sausages! The Starfield Showcase dropped yesterday and it was 45 minutes long, crammed with so much information. It was pretty overwhelming actually, and I've been quietly really excited about this game for a long time now, but after this blitz of info, well, I'm really looking forward to it, and I feel a lot more, well, reassured I suppose, that we're going to have a fantastic game on September the 6th. But there was so much stuff to cover, I've decided just to concentrate on one thing at a time. So in this video, I want to focus on the ships. I love the ships. Your ship is your home is how they put it, and the idea of being able to stroll around your ship while travelling to different places, passing the time away as the engines thrum away, chatting to your crew, and here's something I loved, being able to store whatever you've picked up in your ship. One of the devs collected sandwiches from wherever they went. They had a big pile of sandwiches on the table, which made me laugh, so I'm going to do the same with various different foodstuffs. I'm going to have a food table full of weird and exotic food. This kind of thing is something that I've always really looked forward to. Do you know what I mean? Like in Destiny, when you're going between different planets, you just kind of watch your ship as it flies from one place to another, and I've just always wanted to be able to go into my ship and walk around. Well, now you can do it here in Starfield. It looks excellent. Now the interiors of the ship as well are a cross between, well, the Millennium Falcon, I suppose, you know, the Star Wars ship, and the Nostromo, the freighter from Alien. It's got that lived-in look, and they described it as lo-fi instead of sci-fi. A great description that. It really does look, well, like a home. Your captain's chair is up front, of course, with a lovely expansive viewport so you can see all around. And then once you've programmed your coordinates into the navigation computer, you can see your character flicking switches in different sequences and sliders, and it sounds so tactile, you know, and the switches are analog, as maybe you're coming into orbit after coming out of hyperspace, I suppose you'd call it. It's got a really great detail to it, and I love all the clicks and this and that. It's excellent. Now the ship's interstellar capability is powered by a gravity drive, so you can warp from one system to the next, and that's really what I wanted to chat to you about, is the amount of systems that are in Starfield. Now it's been touted that it's had over 1,000 planets, and it was this fact that always gave me a bit of pause really for my enthusiasm for the game, because I was thinking to myself, there's no way they can create 1,000 worlds packed with stories, animals, quests, secrets, you know, all that kind of stuff. But it seems that what Bethesda have done, they've bypassed this by having different types of worlds. So there are barren or uninhabited worlds, but they're rich in resources, so you can probably land on them and mine them. And then there's the habitable planets that'll have cities and outposts and adventures and gits to kill and all that kind of thing. And then when you look at the star map that they've shown, you can see in the footage there's sort of red dots and there's white dots. And it's my guess that the white dots are the populator systems that you can visit for adventures and things and the like, and the red dots are uninhabited barren systems that you can go and mine for lots of goodies. On the other hand, looking at it again, those red dots could just be unexplored regions, which is probably what it is. But that's my interpretation of it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Now, looking at the ships themselves, they've got a modular system that's snapped together with different parts that fulfill different functions. And then they show this exploded view of a ship, and you can see just how many aspects there are and how you can upgrade them individually. But it's not cluttered or overbearing. Each part looks well defined, and it looks intuitive to use and easy to move around. You can add new crew modules and then finish that off with some cowling, as they call it, to improve the overall silhouette of the ship, which means the shape, of course. But to my untrained ear, I took this to mean just the look of the ship, really, but perhaps the shape of the ship has some implications as to whether you'll be detected by other ship scanners, you know, stuff like that. But more than likely, it means you can just smooth out those bulky edges if you want to. And from the example they show of changing your initial ship's design, it works really well. And I also love the fact that you can change the colour of the ship as well, so you can pick your own colours and theme your own little fleet. Time sausage, orange and blue, here I come. Each of the modules are upgradable, so you can improve weapons or the grav drive to allow you to travel further afield. But these modules, of course, not only change the ship's exterior, how it looks, but the interior as well. So there are modules you can purchase for crafting, and I think this must be like Starfield's version of the workbenches in the Fallout games. Or there's modules that you can use to display your weapons, and no doubt other things as well. Plus, there's different module manufacturers that have different styles. I saw one one brand called Demos and another one called Nova Galactic, as well as different shield and weapons manufacturers. So you can pick your favourite and look down your nose at other spacefarers who don't have your exquisite taste. The ships, I think, are really going to get super personalised, and I can see me falling in love with my sausage fleet. It looks great. Another aspect of this modular system is that it can lead to so many different ship designs, and I can't wait to see what people come up with, because I want to make like a chunky freighter bristling with firepower, basically like my own space-bound fortress, I suppose, that I can terrorise the galaxy in. Or I might just make the Millennium Falcon. In fact, I think I'll have both, because you can store your ships at spaceports and just pull out the one that you want to use, which is a really, really cool thing. Now, because you can build massive behemoths to tootle around space in, that means you're also going to need a crew to keep things ticking over. And because this is Bethesda, of course, we have companions that you can befriend and drag along with you, or help them complete their own personal story missions for some nice juicy rewards, no doubt. And it also seems that you can have more than one companion as well, because there are a lot of folk as you stroll around, but you do have the ability to go to spaceports and hire different crew members for different tasks. And there's also room for a love affair too, which won't make things awkward at all, I'm sure.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone except you.
Now, the space in Starfield isn't just, well, the empty spaces that you're travelling between planets or between locations. It seems you can look at space as a destination in itself that hides loads of secrets. There was one shot of like a derelict freighter that's just begging to be explored. So if you see one called the Event Horizon, just leave it alone. Just run away. They're huge battleships that you can dock with and walk around, making a nuisance of yourself, nicking all their exotic foodstuffs. You can hail any ship you see, and at one point they show a shot of a space grandma asking us if we want to dock and pop over and have some tea.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Isn't that nice? On no account murder her and nick her ship. That would be very wrong. Now, there are, of course, space battles as well, and I think these do look really, really cool. But you can upgrade your skills to unlock something called targeting control systems. So this is in your skill tree. Now, instead of just blowing ships up directly by hammering them with your lasers, you can actually target individual systems like the engines or the shields. And then, this is the bit, right, that I really love. This is great. You can dock with the ships, and then you can board them, you can take out the crew, and then steal their ship. It's yours. I assume you remain docked to it, and then you pilot it to the nearest spaceport, and it goes in your spaceship garage, and you can whip it out to go around in whenever you want. How much of a great idea is that? It's just bonkers. I just love so much about this. I love it. You can just basically be a pirate, and you can nick your way to the top. Now, of course, the ship and the space travel is just one aspect of this huge game, but to me, it's the essence of the game. Getting in a ship and getting out there. And with the amount of changes that you can make and the amount of different adventures open to you, I can see myself doing the story mission for ages. I'm going to get sidetracked all the time, and I think that's the beauty of this game. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, the showcase covered so many different things, and I want to make videos about all of them, so make Time Sausages your place for getting your Starfield info, because I'm definitely going to be buying it and playing it and making videos and doing live streams on it as well. So if you want to know the next bit of info, I might do one about guns next, or about I don't know, but there will be another one coming very soon. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so it goes ding-a-ling-a-ling when I splap one out onto the internet. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. See you out there.
Go. Good luck, Constellation.